Hey there guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIII. In the last video, after gathering enough CP to progress our characters and max out our character's primary role for Crystarium Stage 9, and then getting a little bit of extra CP for the secondary roles, we completed Seastone Mission 29. So the Seastone Mission 29 the Seastone can be found in Mah'habara in the Maw of Abyss at the dead end path where we fought the Juggernog. And then the mission mark itself can be found in Cie'th's Tower. So if you completed the first 28 Seastones while progressing with the main story, you should be able to teleport just about anywhere in Grand Pulse, allowing travel to be a lot more easier, because the first 28 Seastone missions are really linear, meaning that the Seastone is not far away from the mark. They're fairly close together. However, Seastone missions 29 through 34, which are what we are going to be completing now before returning to Cocoon for the final battle, but Seastone mission 29 through 34 are kind of scattered out, meaning that the Seastone is pretty far away from the actual mark. So if you don't have the first 28 Seastone missions done, I highly suggest to do those now, because some of them will unlock teleport stones. Not all of them unlock teleport stones, but some of them do, and that allows travel through Grand Pulse a whole lot easier. So if you have any questions about Seastones missions 1 through 28, you can check back on this walkthrough. I covered them all in detail. Also, I show some really good grind spots for CP if you want to max out your character's Crystarium while on Grand Pulse before returning to Cocoon for the final fight. Alright, and whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and take care of Seastone Mission 30. So after completing Seastone Mission 29, you should be at Cie'th's Tower at the Palisades area. Let's go ahead and teleport. And the place we're going to teleport to is the Archlight Steep, Northern High Plain. Alright, once back on the Archlight Steep at the Northern High Plain, go ahead and turn left and head up the slope. Oh, and of course we get drug into this battle. Alright, so words of advice: don't even try this Seastone mission if you haven't maxed out your Crystarium Stage 9. I mean, if you're really close to maxing out your Crystarium Stage 9, you can try it, but it's going to be pretty difficult. So I currently have my Crystarium Stage 9 maxed out with all characters for their primary roles only. The only secondary role I have worked on is Synergist for my main characters, Lightning, Vanille, and Fang. And yeah, so if your Crystarium isn't at least close to being maxed out for your character's primary roles on Stage 9, this battle can be pretty difficult. It is beatable, but it's going to be a lot harder. Simply maxing out your Crystarium at Stage 9 will make it a whole lot easier. And if you're wondering where to get CP, I covered that on 2 episodes back, so if you want to check that out, go ahead. Alright, so to activate this mission and find the Seastone, you're going to need to ride Chocobos. So hopefully you've completed Seastone Mission 14. If you haven't, go ahead and check back and I cover that in my walkthrough as well. Quickly dig up this treasure. Hopefully I'll get a gold nugget that I can sell. I got a chocobo tail feather. Oh well. Alright, so again, in order to reach the sea stone, for sea stone mission 30, you're gonna need to ride a chocobo. So if you don't know how to unlock chocobos, you have to complete sea stone mission 14. So for details on that, check back to the previous walkthrough. Also note the big guy rampaging the steep. That big golem looking guy kind of looks like the fire titan from, or the rock golem, whatever it's called, from Kingdom Hearts. Alright, so once you got a chocobo and you're back on the Archlight Steep, if you want to know where to find Sea Stone 30, it's on the side path leading up. Alright, so if you look at the sea stone, or if you look at the map for the Archlight Steep, you'll see several sea stones in a circle. Well, right next to all them sea stones is a side path just to the right of it. It's kind of on the south end of the steep. That's the direction we're going to be heading in. So let's go ahead and head there now. And also you might want to take note that these sea stones are now active. So I'm not quite sure what you got to do to activate them, if it's just beating Bartandalus at the end of Orba, or what exactly it is to activate it. Maybe you got to complete the first 30 sea stone missions. I'm not really sure, but I know that they're just now activated for me. Alright, so go ahead and head past them and hug the wall. And shortly ahead, you'll see a path where you can jump up on. I'll quickly show you one more time on the map. Alright, so here's where you first enter the steep. The first time ever entering the steep, this is the path you take. And it's just to the north, and then over on the east-hand side. If you hug the right wall, you'll find it. If you're coming from the northern high plain, you're going to have to head south, and then to your left. And it's just next to all these sea stones in a circle. You'll see them on your map. Just press X to pull up the map, and yeah. Right here is a side path you can jump up. It can only be accessed by a chocobo. Alright, so let's go ahead and head in here. Also, avoid the big guy to the left. That guy is no joke. And continue heading north. You're gonna want to follow this path all the way up, all through the narrow path. Past the little gremlins or goblins, whatever they're called. And we got a chocobo dig spot. Alright, so there'll be a save point to the left. And just ahead is the sea stone to the right. And it's being blocked by a red barrier. So by completing this sea stone mission, you will unlock that red barrier. So if you're wanting to know how to remove the red barriers, you need to look for red colored sea stones. This means that they unlock the optional areas of the game. So let's go ahead and examine the sea stone for mission 30, Cie'th the Insidious. The mark is Cie'th, and the location is Mah'habara, the abandoned dig, and it's a Class B. So let's go ahead and take on the mission. Alright, so once you've activated the sea stone, we're going to have to travel all the way back up to the northern high plain. Luckily, we got our handy chocobo to make the time go faster. Alright, so back in the Archlight Steep, go ahead and head over to the northern high plain. Alright, so once at the northern high plain, go ahead and examine the Cie'th waystone directly in front of the entrance to Mah'habara and choose to teleport. And let's go to the Twilight Cavern. That's pretty much the closest place we can get. Alright, so from here, turn left and head down the ramp and then turn right. let's go ahead and follow this path to the mark, which is indicated by a pink star on your map. There's a save point to the right if you want to save your game. Alright, let's go ahead and clear them guys out the way. Alright, so at the fork, take the right-hand path and continue along the pathway. Now, we already got all the treasure in this area, so we don't have to worry about treasure.
Than you thought, huh?
Alright, so at the next split, you can take either the right or the left-hand path. They all lead the same way. Alright, so just ahead is the mark. Let's take out this final group of enemies. Alright, we got two groups.
Change of plan. Take that! You're mine! Eat this! Take that!
Alright, so after clearing the path of enemies, just ahead is the mark. So let's quickly talk preparation. First of all, our paradigms are rapid growth, which is synergist. Now, in order to get this paradigm, you should have at least progressed your characters down the synergist role, their secondary role. Then we got relentless assault, Ravager commando, aggression, commando, Ravager commando, combat clinic, medic sentinel, even dodge, medic saboteur synergist. And go ahead and make this your active paradigm so that lightning can heal while Vanille sabotages enemies and Fang buffs up the party. Finally, we have diversity, which is Ravager medic commando. So I suggest to keep combat clinic somewhere in the middle for easy access, because you're going to need to heal in this battle. Finally, let's talk equipment. For lightning, we have a fully upgraded Enkindler, a fully upgraded adamant bangle, Aurora scarf, and sprint shoes. Vanille has a fully upgraded Marlboro wand, survivalist catalog, speed sash, and sprint shoes. And finally, Fang has a fully upgraded calamity spear, 2 speed sashes, and sprint shoes. Alright, so whenever you're ready, go ahead and approach the mark for a scene.
Don't back down.
Alright, so wait for Fang to put the buffs up.
Let's make this easy. Don't back down. Thanks. Cheers. Change of plan. Let's make this easy.
Once everyone's buffed, switch to relentless assault and start taking out the Nematas. Then switch to diversity to heal up. Here he is. Switch over to even dodge. And Cie'th has joined the fray. Alright, so quickly work on this guy while Fang resets the buff.
Stay calm. Don't back down. Let's make this easy. Don't sweat it. Don't back down.
Then switch to relentless assault.
Target's a target.
And immediately start targeting Cie'th. Once you've staggered him, go ahead and raise his stagger percentage to about 600%. Then switch to aggression and let him have it. Cie'th has 2,024,000 HP. And there he goes. So for completing the battle, you get 30,000 Christian points. And that's mission complete. For completing mission Seastone Mission 30, Cie'th the Insidious, you'll get a Uranite, and your party has earned the rank of Heart Striker. Alright. So after completing the mission, the next Seastone location is directly behind wherever we got the Seastone mission for 30. So we're gonna get to that on the next episode, but for now, turn around and there's a save point to the left where you can save your game, and that takes care of Seastone Mission 30. And that's also going to conclude this episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIII. So I'll see you guys next time, wherever we take on Seastone Mission 31.